Hello, this is a log about how we flew from hospitable Serbia to sunny Spain. Make yourself comfortable, take some tea. Nothing helps in any beginning like the smell of freshly baked apple strudel. I recommend it to everyone.
USB Type-C. По-моему, уже многовато их у нас, да? Хватит. Ну, пойдем так.
Misha put our old phones up for sale, and they were bought that same evening. This is marketing mastery. We have two suitcases, and I filtered things quite strictly. Perhaps only half of these cosmetics will go to Spain. This is a bear. Another one. I want to clean and change it inside because moving is a great time for improvement. These miracle bags were a special find. Look how it works. Now two suitcases are definitely enough. Милош, Милошка будет так.
Это кто?
Я вижу очертания Мишки, кстати.
Пиздец, это я сколько положил.
It's a night time and great time to discuss about subtle world of apartments. I believe that there is such a thing. Apartments like slots of space communicate with each other. I always take care of the space in which we live. I believe that apartments transmit information to each other through spatial Wi-Fi. This network already has information about our family, our rating, and this is how apartments of a certain rating are available to us. And the better our attitude, the better space is available to us. It's not about price, it's about power. I believe that home is a place that is capable and willing to give a power. I want to try to look better in the future, regardless of the time of the day. Just for myself. Our traveling look is green, and by the way, my husband also has a green jacket. We are just a couple in green. It's so quiet outside. This time I have an amazing catch for breakfast. The airport is always so much waiting and queues. I dream of making a vlog for you one day about traveling in business class. I wonder what the differences are. My favorite mathematician. He watches our plane from a map. During the flight, he looks at what level we are. He cares about how I endure the flight. I may tell you later, but I have a problem with flyings. On the first day, we had to take photos for documents. We took a photo. I honestly looked so tired there. We came home, and I realized that I had a dress with typography on it. Maybe it's forbidden, I don't know. But we went to another studio where they took a simply stunning photo for me. Absolutely. But there was one big but. Just look. Wrong size. In the end, we went to take pictures again, and everything was successful. This is a room tour. Hola, piso. The interesting thing of Spanish apartments is that this key, if you leave it and go out and close the door, it closes and you cannot open it later. Well, this is our apartment. It's so bright. There is such cool design, in fact. Well, except to the orange tiles, but I really like the overall look. Finally, a bath. I take a bath so often now because I have one. Oh, by the way, this is a bidet. Every self respecting Spanish person has a bidet in their house or apartment, and by the way, it's very convenient. Such a large corridor. We go into the bedroom. It's warm and cozy, simple furniture, a very spacious and large closet. I take this opportunity to say thanks to my husband who gave me this wireless stand. You just put your phone, AirPods, and watch here. Everything charges. Everything is beautiful and convenient. I forgot to mention such a cool thing like a thermostat. Now we turn it off because it's very warm in the house. It controls humidity and temperature. And then we come to the kitchen slash living room slash office slash laundry room. I really like the design. Induction cooker. By the way, just a bomb. Super fast, heats up so quickly. And this is what's this? Our convenient helper here too. Our modern helpers. This is our dining table and Misha's office. Now we have a TV at last. And this is a doll who that was given to us by Ludmila and Sasha, from whom we rented an apartment in Serbia for the first time. And I guess that's all. That was our mini review of the apartment. Oh, and what I wanted to say is that we are so lucky here. We had a church in our yard in Krasnodar, but it doesn't exist here. Um, but it's somewhere nearby because I often hear bells, and it's very nice. Hello! We moved into the second apartment and have been living in it for almost a month and a half. We initially wanted to move into it, but it wasn't available. So we lived in the apartment for half and a month since the previous review. Let's go? I'll show you right away from the entrance. I like it so much. I really like that there is a lot of light here, and it is so transparent. Everything is clearly visible. I often take photos of my outfits here. It's very convenient that we live on the first floor. And we moved from the third floor of the same house. The elevator didn't work then, and we had a great time going back and forth. Так, ключик надо. Опа. Hola, pizza! Well, here's our hallway. A small, neat one. The mirror is almost to the floor. And we hung these up specifically to test our eyesight. Fortunately, everything is fine with us. We had laser surgery a long time ago, and the results are still preserved, which is, of course, is very pleasing. And there is a very large corridor, so the distance for a vision test is not a problem. So, here is the kitchen. I didn't like the tablecloth before, but God, it's so cozy. I dream later when we have a bigger table to cover it with a huge tablecloth. Cherries in December? Cool mug, bought here especially. Induction cooker? It heats up food so quickly. Here we have a tea area like this. Fortunately, despite the fact that there is a coffee maker here, we rarely make coffee. I would wish for us not to start doing this at all, but since it is here, it's difficult not to be tempted. But the coffee tastes still not very good for me. I guess I just like the smell. Washing machine? And imagine, we have a terrace here. Huge. When we first went to look at this apartment, it was at night. It was dark, and we couldn't see what was behind that door. And we thought, well, there is probably just a utility room or something like that. Of course, we were surprised when we came out and saw that there was a whole separate terrace like this. And this sky, when it was blue here, it was generally great. It's certainly cold now. Olive tree, hello! We stopped having breakfast and lunch here. I hope warm days will come and we will continue this tradition. By the way, the house is very warm. You can easily walk around in shorts here. The house is well heated. Let's continue. Here is a bedroom with a huge wardrobe. Some clothes for ironing. Now I'll show you where I'm ironing, although you may already have guessed it. There is also a small patio here, which is what these spaces inside the house are called. I come out here, turn on the iron. There is the window of our office where I can look at my husband. I'm ironing. Look at the sky. Then at my husband again. And this is so good. This corridor is simply huge. I think I'm already used to an apartment of this size. This is our office. My husband's workplace with a monitor. I don't have a monitor yet. By the way, here are photographs from the newspaper. We were accidentally photographed on the street, and these photos were offered to us. It didn't sound like a ransom, just for donation. And we took this photo and made another one. This is the history of Alicante. They did such a great job. Also photographs of the city. You can now sit on the sofa and think about work, discuss work issues. This is the thing that regulates the temperature of the house. Bathroom. Very similar to the previous one. Well, almost exactly the same. I started taking bath so often. I generally advise everyone take a bath as often as possible if you have one. If not, I suggest buying a sauna. Seriously, if I knew that this simple foil and basin would bring so much pleasure, I would have bought the sauna a long time ago. It's simply unreal. After this home sauna, it's like after a real wood sauna. I'm shocked. Our living room. The balance number have been left over from my husband's birthday until now. We call this place an oasis. We could have lunch and dinner at this table, but it's so far from the kitchen. The first time we had dinner here, I forgot my fork. My husband went to get a fork, and I shouted after him, but he didn't hear. I just forgot something like salt. In the end, I think to send a message because we always have our phones with us. So, dryer, our Christmas tree. This is a sock where Black Pete sometimes puts presents and wishes. Black Pete is a character who hasn't been forgotten in Spain. He has a very interesting story. I hope you liked our room tour. If so, like and subscribe.